Hello students, you are in the Unique Learning channel and we are today having a class of phrase, clause and sentence. Comparison between a phrase, a clause and a sentence. And I hope in this time of lockdown, you may have some problem in understanding these concepts. So I am trying to clarify some of these topics of English grammar. So let's understand the comparison between a phrase, a clause and a sentence. So a sentence is something which is having a meaningful group of words. For example, if I say Sita is learning dance. So it's a meaningful group of words. It's complete in itself. Means Sita is learning dance. You can add on to it, Sita is learning dance for her school competition. It will be more complete on its own. Now what is a phrase? A meaningful group of words. Phrase is also a meaningful group of words. And what is a clause? A clause is a meaningful group of words. It is also a meaningful group of words. Now, what does a sentence do? A sentence expresses a complete thought. Like I gave you the example that Sita is learning dance for a school competition. So it's giving a complete thought. The thought is over that Sita is learning dance, and why she is learning? She is learning for a school competition. But doesn't make a complete sense by itself. If I say Sita is learning dance, that will be not complete in itself. So it will become a phrase. And this, it may or may not depend on something else for its meaning. Like, I'll explain you with an example. Like you can say, you can take the character of Sita only and you can say, Sita went to her school for learning dance for her competition. So, Sita went to her school. That part will become a clause. Okay, actually I will tell you about finite verbs, then you will understand it better. So Sita went to her school. That is part of sentence is a clause, and for learning dance part will become your phrase. Okay, and Sita went to her school for learning dance for her competition. That becomes a sentence. This becomes a full sentence. Now sentence has at least one finite verb, while phrase has no finite verb and clause has one finite verb. Now what is this finite verb? Finite verb means a verb which changes with person and which changes with time. Okay, like that is tense. Its tense changes. Like I have taken the sentence, Sita is learning dance for her school competition. When I say, you can say Sita was learning dance for her school competition. Here learning has not changed, so it will become a phrase. Learning, it will see, was learning dance is part of a phrase, and learning is a non-finite verb, or it is an infinitive with ing. But when I say Sita has gone to school to learn dance or for learning dance for her competition. So Sita has gone to school. That part is actually, here gone is a finite verb, because we can say it when she has gone, she has already gone, then we are talking about this. But if suppose she is going, so we will say Sita is going to school for learning dance for her competition. So is going. So going has form has changed as per the tense, because when it is becoming present continuous, then it has become is going. Okay, and with the number also it changes. Like if I say Sita and Salima are going, then it will become are going to school. Okay, so is form has changed. It is form has changed into are form here. Okay. So that will be a finite verb, but ing forms are always infinitives. Sita and, we can say, to explain you better, I will take a sentence like Sita and Salima have gone to school to learn dance. Okay? In this have gone, that is a finite verb. While to learn is an infinitive. So to learn dance is part of a phrase. Okay? Understood? I hope you have understood the difference between these finite verb and infinitive. So this sentence has at least one finite verb, while phrase has no finite verb, means it's having some infinitives, while a clause has one finite verb. Finite verb is something which changes with person and number. A verb which changes with person and number is a finite verb. So I hope you have understood this aspect. Now a sentence has a subject and a predicate. Like when I said Sita is going to school. So Sita is the subject here, predicate is going to school. Okay? Here there is no subject or predicate. Is going to school part of this sentence is a phrase. Okay? So it has no subject and no predicate. Is going to school only we are saying. And this clause also has a subject and a predicate. Okay? So like in this sentence, first we had taken Sita has gone to school to learn dance for her dance competition. So Sita has gone to school. That part is having Sita also as the subject and has gone to school part as the predicate. So it is a clause. Understood? So I will explain you once again these things with the help of this example which I have given you. Hema and Sonu always go to bed early. This is a sentence. Okay, I have taken a very positive sentence, a good habit, that is Hema and Sonu always go to bed early. It's a habitual sentence, means it's their habit that they will always go to bed early. It's a complete sentence in itself, where subject is there, Hema and Sonu are the subjects, and always go to bed early will become the predicate. While in phrase you see, I have taken going to bed early is good habit. So here going is actually an infinitive, ing form, that is infinitive, and it is going to bed early. This much part of the sentence, this much part, going to bed early, this much part of the sentence is actually a phrase. Okay, is a good habit. So going to bed early part is the phrase. It does not stand on its own, it does not have its own meaning, and it has got an ing form or infinitive form of verb. It does not have a finite verb. Okay, so this part of the sentence is a phrase. While this part, Ram has gone to bed early today, if I talk. So Ram has gone to bed early today. Okay, Ram has gone to bed early today, if I say. So Ram has gone to bed. This part is a clause, because gone here, gone is a finite verb. Has gone, when I am saying it is a perfect form. Okay, I can change it to Ram had gone, I can make, or Ram was going, I can say Ram is going, or I can say. So gone, this part is, this verb is actually a finite verb here. So I hope you have understood this. What is a clause? Clause is a part of the sentence which has a meaning of its own. It has a subject and its predicate. It has a finite verb. It may or may not depend on another part of the sentence. If it does not depend on another part of the sentence, means there are two clauses and they are connected together by a conjunction in the sentence. If it is dependent on other part, then it may be a subordinate clause. We will learn this from the other video which I have already made about subordinate clause, then about coordinate clause. Okay, so and principal clause, you can go through that video and you can understand. Then phrase, a phrase does not stand on its own. It does not have a complete sense of its own and it has no finite verb and no subject or predicate. While a sentence has a meaningful group of words, it expresses a complete thought, has at least one finite verb, has a subject and a predicate. So I hope you have understood the comparison between a phrase, a clause and a sentence. So it will be helpful for your studies of English grammar. So students, go through this video twice and understand the concepts and then you do your questions. So I hope if the chapters are clear to you, you can subscribe to my channel and you can press the bell icon to get the notifications at regular intervals. So thank you and have a nice day.